best in poker news, entertainment, and more. This is the Hoke Show.
Alright, everybody, hang on. Whoop, I got a black screen. Hang on here a second. There we go. That was fun. As you can see, we have changed locales here for the Hoke Show. We are live here at Paradise Live, one of the live venues here at Seminole Hard Rock, and out here in the wildfire area outside of the casino. It's packed, man. Packed in here, I tell you. What a wild scene we got. Nate, we got a little echo going on there, by the way.
Just a little bit?
Yeah.
That's odd. My mic was muted.
All right. Well, we are, of course, covering the Poker Night in America tapings going on here, and what a lineup downstairs. My goodness. And all hell breaking loose, by the way, over in the main event, where they're chasing a $480,000 first prize. Over there in the ballroom. They're actually moving that over to the poker room tomorrow. They got a couple events wrapping up today, which I'm thrilled that I'll be able to get to cover. I'm excited about that, Nate.
I bet.
I was up covering the Purple Chip Bounty last night.
That's a $500 bounty then, right?
That was a $500 bounty. And here was the funny... I mean, this was like the worst thing ever. All right? Are you ready for this?
I think so.
We're getting late in the night. And as, you know, a couple guys are getting low on chips. Well, one guy pushed in for about 22-something and got called. Guy catches it was like queen jack against tens or nines or something like that. Guy catches his queen on the turn, wins the hand, right? So the guy that lost the hand is walking away from the table. All right, he's ready to pack his bags, go home. And of course, it's a $500 bounty on the line. I mean, that's a pretty big bounty. You know, Nate, you'd look at $500 bounty, right?
I would love a $500 bounty.
But of course. So here's what happens. They're counting the chips out. And lo and behold, the other guy had chips left, and they're screaming for him to come back to the table. Guess how many chips he had left?
1.
50. 225 chips.
So the guy didn't get his $500 bounty.
Guy wins the hand, but does not get the $500 bounty. Next hand, of course, somebody else picks it off. And the $500 goes kapoof.
Aw, I hate that.
Talk about
absolutely hate that.
That is getting seriously hosed. I felt terrible for that dude.
Did the guy pick up any other bounties before he busted?
I'm sure he did. They had 109 entries. They were at 21 right around there at that point. So, yeah, but a story coming out of that tournament I should mention. Bradley Young, who won Event 10, won the Pot Limit Omaha tournament in there earlier in this series, had like 219,000 chips and was double the second stack in the tournament.
Nice.
So Bradley Young, I think I think it just got started about half an hour ago, is trying to win 2 events in the same series. And he already had another final table too, so pretty impressive run for him here at the Seminole Hard Rock and Roll Poker Open. Wow.
And they do have a player of the series, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely they do. I think the last I saw, Ori Hen, who won that first event, was still leading that. But, of course, that's anybody's ballgame at this point with the main going on and all sorts of stuff. A couple of events finishing up. So a couple more days here at Seminole Hard Rock. Tomorrow will be my last day down here. I don't have to work a blog tomorrow. I'm just going to be over here. Double shows for us here on the Hoke Show, covering Poker Night in America. We'll be on at 1 and 6 Eastern tomorrow, so we'll have a lot of fun with the ladies' night coverage. I'll tell you what, line up down here, Nate.
At 1? That's like 10 a.m. here, man.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna get some people on before they go on the tapings.
Ah.
Yeah.
That's early.
See, but and we've also got the videos up there. So if you can't join us live, just go to YouTube. The videos will be posted. We'll have them on the Facebook page, Twitter, all sorts of stuff. But a couple of shows going on there. By the way, I'd just like to mention to everybody, in case you hear it in the background, that is not Nate on an oxygen tank. Nate, tell everybody. I mean, it's popping up every once in a while.
It's Emma. Emma's snoring. Emma is my 7 or 8-year-old bulldog, and she snores when she naps.
That is a snoring dog, everybody.
I can get it real close so everybody can hear.
That sounds like a sound effect from a hospital room. Nate is going over to the dog. That sounds like a respirator. Oh my God!
That's my baby.
That sounds like Gavin Smith after last night's drinking episode. Speaking of which, by the way, Gavin is causing so much trouble down here. It is not...
They ran out of alcohol already, didn't they?
Oh my God! I'll tell you what. When this episode airs, you better be ready. He has been riding David Levy the whole time. I mean, from when they sat down. I mean, he was saying, why the F are we letting David Levy on the show? He never says anything anyway and doesn't play a hand and blah, blah, blah. And it's just been banging on him ever since. Well, they ended up in some sort of push-up battle bet down there. With this guy, Greg Ostrander, and I probably should know dude is huge. Okay, you remember Jay Farber?
How could I forget Jay Farber?
Yeah, you can't forget Jay Farber, right? And Jay's a big guy. This dude is like 2.5 times bigger than Jay Farber. And they're offering push-up challenges down there with this guy. He's claiming he can't do a lot of push-ups because he's too big. Are you buying that?
Because he's too big?
He's too muscular. There's a difference between doing lifting weights and doing push-ups.
Is there?
I will say this: dude's got a lot of muscle mass. He's not a small character. So they were going around trying to get David Levy to take him up on this push-up bet. Pretty funny stuff. But Gavin has just been down there causing trouble. I mean, I never thought Jared Jaffe would be silent, but it's probably a good call on his part. but it is a fantastic lineup down there, and you'll have to excuse me if I'm leaning out a little bit just to remind myself who's down there. Mac Lance, Jared Jaffe, Dewey Tomko is on this taping.
Dewey Tomko. Nice to see him back in front of a camera.
Of course, he's a Florida native, so he's nearby. Gavin Smith is down there. Sean Deeb, David Levy. I'm trying. They're talking about this push-up thing. They're really trying to work this thing over.
The last time I heard Dewey Tomko's name, it was about somebody using his name in one of the articles for Sheldon Adelson. And he did not give permission or talk to anybody about that crap.
This push-up bet is going on. It's happening. It is happening. I'm dead serious.
How much are they offering?
I think it was a few hundred, but it's David Levy against Greg Ostrander. Hitting the floor.
Bet on Poker Night in America?
Sorry, everybody had to look at my belly there, but they're hitting the floor.
You should be doing some counting, man.
Well, unfortunately they're under the balcony that I'm sitting under, so I can't quite see what's going on with really getting up here. But I'm sure we'll get a report from Nolan Dolly. He's going to be coming up here in just a little bit, and of course the guys will be taking their break soon. We're supposed to be hearing from Rep Porter. Hey, I'm trying to talk Rep into coming to come to the Two Pair Poker Tour event, by the way.
That'd be fun.
Rep is from Seattle, so he's not that far away, and said, I might change my plans to come down. I'm like, that would be awesome. So that'd be a lot of fun. So maybe we'll get Rep Porter to show up at the Two Pair Poker Tour event. I want to mention that, I guess, while we have a second. We're going to be at the High Mountain Poker Palace in Eugene, Oregon, for the Two Pair Poker Tour stop there. We'll be doing the live streams, the live coverage, all sorts of stuff. Nate Dowland and I will be hanging out up there. And we'd love to see you up there, too. So come on up and airfare.
Buy us a drink.
Yeah. Yeah, buy us dinner, buy us a drink. Whatever you feel like spending your money on. Just make sure it's us. Come on up and have a great time. We will see you there. And if you need more information about the tour, it's the number 2pairpoker.net. And I don't know if you can hear that noise in the background, but that's the rabble rousing from this push-up bet. They've actually stopped play, I believe.
Oh, it's not the dog this time. That's good. It's your bitches, not mine.
Yeah, but they're... okay, now there's a camera in front of me. I didn't see that monitor. You have to excuse me, guys, because I am looking down a little bit. I had to move my table back. That's Alan Richards or Alan Williams. I can't remember the guy's name, but he is apparently into the push-up circle now, too. Good Lord, this is just turning into insanity. You'll have to see we'll get you updated on the results of all this, but of course you'll end up seeing it at some point on Poker Night in America when these tapings come out.
It's such a fun show to watch.
I'll tell you, great time, and I want to know where Chris Hansen is. By the way, they were out playing paintball today.
I seen that. I did see that. I seen Daniel Moon Anderson, put up a picture that said they got her, and she had it right in the eye.
Oh,
she was wearing a mask.
Of course,
she was wearing a mask.
But still, in fact, I think I'm going to do right now. I'm gonna tweet Chris Hansen on air. All right. So let's. What should we say in our tweet to Chris Hansen? Where the heck is he? I think we'll just do where we'll kind of go like a Carmen Sandiego on this.
He's at a blackjack table somewhere.
Where in the world is? Let's see if I can. I forgot what Chris's Twitter is. I know he tweeted me earlier that he was going to be coming down.
It used to be HPT Chris, but
yeah, I don't think that's it anymore.
That's not it anymore. He went along with Todd over to and helped create Poker Night in America.
Oh, it's the Chris Hansen.
The Chris Hansen.
I don't know. I may have to question him about that because I don't know if he's really the Chris Hansen. So we're tweeting him now. We're going, where in the world is Chris Hansen? Oh my God, these push-ups are just. Oh Lordy. Oh my God, I do not believe what's going on down there. You gotta be kidding me. The push-ups aplenty. Well, there you go. That's about as good a teaser as I can give everybody.
That makes for an exciting TV show. Push-ups in a poker game.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm giving him a frowny face. So we got where in the world is the Chris Hansen, at the Chris Hansen, of course, main broadcaster for Poker Night in America. At the site, and you aren't here, frowny face. So we'll give him that one and see what he has to say. These guys, oh my God. Who's on the floor now? I'm trying to look. Oh, we're getting a round of applause. Looks like, David Levy getting a round of applause for hitting the floor. Good for David. We'll have to find out if he won the bet. But good for David Levy. Very nice. Unbelievable. That's what happens on Poker Night in America, the most fun poker show out there today. So make sure you guys check it out Sunday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern Time on CBS Sports Network. Oh my God. Wow. Let's see what else is going on. Oh yeah, I guess we ought to talk about the main event.
Yeah,
that's
a good idea.
The main event of the Rock and Roll Poker Open going on down here. 2 million buckaroos on the line, as we all know. Big bucks. And look, last night got down to 36 players, right? And ended up playing this down to 18 today. Well, that playing down to 18 started at 12 and was done around 3 o'clock.
Wow.
Didn't even blink an eye on this. Ellie Alezra is your 19th place finisher. So Ellie picking up $11,000 on that one. But that ended the day. Still waiting for the rest of the chip counts to come in on that. So we're kind of keeping our eyes peeled for that one. But yeah, so they have already gotten down to 18 players chasing that $480,200 first prize. Wow. That's some money.
Some interesting things about David Levy. He's 155th in the all-time U.S. money list.
Yeah, about that.
That's pretty good.
I forgot where I am.
3.29 million.
I'll have to take a look and see where I was. Just looking at some of the names here that busted out. I'm just kind of buzzing down through the blog at shrpo.com where we're providing all the live coverage. Yigal Hen, one of the Ori's brother, I assume, knocked out in 20th. Let's keep going down here. We got Brian McVeigh that was out 23rd. Sasha Walter was out in 22nd. Looks like Chance Cornuth, who was third in chips coming in today, he is out in 21st. So Chance Cornith is gone. Jamie Rosen busted in 24th. Edward Blount is out 27th. Tristan Wade out in 26th. Victor Figueroa out in 25th. Do apologize, we're going backwards here a little bit, but that's the way the blog goes. So I'm just kind of looking to see who are some of the names I would think are still left. Let's see, Anthony Zeno, I believe, should still be in. Faraz Jaka rolling. He was at $1.6 million at the 3-table break. Mike Dentale, I guess, still in there. Anonymous, who has got to be one of the biggest jerks I've ever seen. No offense out there, dude, but probably that guy was just completely out of control yesterday. Unbelievable.
No offense, guys, but
yeah. He'd probably admit it. Let's see, and let's see, Andy Andrejevic, who was the chip leader yesterday, managed to get up to 2.6 at that 3-table break. He has been rolling. His top cash all time is about $44,000. So this is a huge opportunity for him to break out in the poker world and score something big. Let's see, Sean Winter, Muhammad Jafar, I believe that would still leave him in. Jared Ludeman saved it, managed to stay alive. He's still in there. Jeff Chang, yeah. So there's some good names left in this tournament as these guys are playing on, and they're going to be back in play again tomorrow. They'll go 18-6, and then be back in over here at Paradise Live for the live stream coming up on Wednesday afternoon. So that should be a lot of fun for everybody, and boys will be doing their thing. I'll be on a flight home for 2 days. Yippee.
For 2 days. Not even 2 days. You're not even here for 48 hours, are you?
No, actually, technically I'm not, because I think we're flying out, 8 in the morning?
Yep. So we have to be at the airport at like 6:30?
Yep, I'll be at... I'll be getting off my plane at 9:30 on Wednesday morning, so nope, not even 48 hours. Gotta love that. All right, so once again, these guys are, once again, Poker Night in America tapings just going on down below us here. And we're going to hear from some of the guys. I know Nolan's stopping up. We should have Rep Porter when these guys take their break. Don't know how long, if their break up is going to get pushed up or not. They're usually scheduled to take a break at every 2 hours. But I think they might have gotten a little bit of a later start, plus this push-up thing may have held it up. So we'll hang in here as long as we can for you, but we'll get to talk to Nolan Dalla. America's greatest poker figure, I think.
Absolutely. If it isn't in the Poker Hall of Fame already.
He should be. That's good.
Well, Jack just got in, so...
He should be. At some point he will.
I'm sure Nolan will. But he's not a big player, is he?
Not really, but... I mean, for the guy that is basically the current patriarch of poker history, I mean, the man just knows everything there is to know about poker. And the great history of the sport. I mean, it has done so much for the game, and of course now contributing on the television side as well. Yeah, it definitely deserves to be in there. I don't think there's any question about it. So, yep. So that's where it is right now. I'll tell you what we're going to do then, Nate. We're going to step back and take a break, and
sounds good. And
we will come back with more here from the Poker Night in America tapings. Here live at the Seminole Hard Rock Rock and Roll Poker Open. We do appreciate it, and stick around, everybody. We'll be right back.
Hi everyone, Mark here. If you're a poker player like me and looking for something different and exciting to play, you should give Open-Faced Chinese Poker a shot. It has just the right mix of skill, luck, plus a huge dose of the fun factor we're all looking for. There's a reason Open-Faced Chinese Poker has everyone from the recreational player to the top pros hooked on its thrills, action, and unique social interactions you won't find in Hold'em. An incredible game like this has got to be worth checking out. And it's easy to learn, especially by using the ABC Chinese Poker app. Download the ABC Chinese Poker app on iTunes today and find out what everyone's talking about. And if you have questions about the game, tweet at ABC Chinese Poker and they'll be glad to help you along. So join the Open-Faced Chinese Poker community today with the ABC Chinese Poker app, and we'll see you at the tables.
One man, his lucky shirt, an unforgettable night, and a winning streak that never seemed to end. That's how Blind Squirrel began, and we haven't looked back since. We make the clothes that we want to wear for the places where we want to look and feel our best. The game, the speakeasy, and the casino floor. Blind Squirrel's small batch, high-quality gear is for people too busy grabbing life by the nuts to bother with crappy, ill-fitting clothing. Because like you, we prefer our nights long, our drinks strong, and our lucky shirt to be our most comfortable. So look good, be lucky, and visit blindsquirrelapparel.com for your new favorite shirt. As an added bonus, you'll receive 20% off your purchase with the promo code HOKE, H-O-K-E. You can also pick up Blind Squirrel apparel at the Borgata in Atlantic City and in Las Vegas at all Missouri stores at Mandalay Bay, Monte Carlo, The Mirage, and MGM Grand. Look good and be lucky with Blind Squirrel apparel.
The poker action never stops at Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. We have millions of reasons for you to be a part of our 4th annual Seminole Hard Rock Rock and Roll Poker Open, November 13th through December 3rd. Time to go all in. Opening event starts November 13th with the $500,000 guaranteed prize pool. Play in any of the events leading up to the championship at the premier poker destination. The Seminole Hard Rock Rock and Roll Poker Open Championship begins November 28th through December 3rd with a guaranteed prize pool of $2 million. Final table of the championship will be live streamed by Poker Night in America and aired on CBS Sports. Space is limited. Visit shrpo.com or the poker room for registration and details. Only at Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, Hollywood. Must be 21 to play slots and table games and at least 18 to play live poker. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
The Two-Pair Poker Tour takes over the High Mountain Poker Palace in Eugene, Oregon, December 4th through the 14th. The series features 8 live-streamed final tables where you could be playing for a championship for all your friends to see. This Two-Pair Poker Tour series will also feature appearances by ESPN's Lon McCarran, WSOP bracelet winner Tyler Patterson, Two-Pair Team Pros Sean Drake, Matt Bodorf, and Drew Casari, plus the Mark Hoke Show team bringing you commentary and live event coverage throughout the series. And book your rooms now with a special poker player rate at the beautiful Holiday Inn Eugene Springfield by calling 541-284-0631 and use the group code HMP. So join us in Eugene, Oregon for the Two-Pair Poker Tour December 4th through the 14th. For all the series info, visit twopairpoker.net, the number 2pairpoker.net. Two-Pair Poker. We provide the ultimate player experience.
I'm Dutch Boyd, 2-time WSOP bracelet winner, and I want to share my story with you. 12 years as a pro has taught me a lot. For the last year, I've boiled it all down into a tell-all book, 90,000 words. In Poker Tilt, I take you on my journey through all the ups and downs that poker has to offer, all the manic highs and hellish lows of every bad beat and lucky draw. So go to www.pokertilt.com to read more, or just go buy the new book on Amazon or Kindle right now, pokertilt.com. I guarantee you'll enjoy the ride.
There's nothing better than sitting down to play poker with good friends and cutting loose. And that's what you're going to find when you tune in to Poker Night in America. Poker Night in America is revolutionizing televised poker in a big way with all the action you love and the hilarious fun you've been missing. Come take a seat at the table with all your favorite players, old and new, with Poker Night in America. Sunday nights, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific on CBS Sports Network. And don't forget to visit the show online at pokernight.com. So pull up a chair and join us Sundays on Poker Night in America. PokerShop.com is your one-stop shop for all your poker and game room needs. PokerShop.com has you covered with an incredible variety of poker chips and supplies, top quality playing cards, plus gaming tables and room accessories, just like you'd find in your favorite casino. And if you're looking to spruce up your man cave, we offer a wide selection of decor options, from lighting to mirrors and portable bars to bump stools, to make your game room the one all your friends and family will be talking about. So for everything you need to make your game night a great night, go to www.pokershop.com and receive 10% off your purchase with the code HOKE, H-O-K-E. You supply your friends, we supply everything else. Live it, love it. PokerShop.com.
Want more of The Mark Hoke Show? Then follow us on Twitter at Mark Hoke Show and like our Facebook page at The Mark Hoke Show for show news and outstanding poker content from around the world. Plus, enjoy the show anytime by subscribing to our podcasts on iTunes or at markhokeshow.podbean.com. We're even on your mobile phone at markhokeshow.podbean.com/mobile. Thanks for listening and being a part of The Mark Hoke Show.
This is the Mark Hoke Show.
The Mark Hoke Show.
Here again, your host, Mark Hoke.
Dramatic pause. Hey, I'm Mark Hoke. Thanks for being with us, everybody. We are live here at the Seminole Hard Rock here in Hollywood, Florida. Currently camped out in Paradise Live for the Poker Night in America tapings going on right below us here as we are up in the balcony. I feel like I'm in my den. I would call this the den right now, Nate.
The den.
Nate Dowland along here, by the way. Yeah, because let me give you an idea of where I'm at. There is a second floor seating up here because obviously it's a theater venue. Behind the curtains are all of the Poker Night America guys and the technical crew. And then we've got a truss run out here. The table's down below us. And then we're up here up top. And, well, man, it's dark up here, dude. It's really dark. It's getting better. I think it's just my eyes are adjusting to it, too. But I have a table with a black tablecloth on. My camera's black. My laptop's black. And I got a red wall behind me. I kind of have it juiced up a little bit because I know it looks orange, but it's actually kind of more red than orange. Because I had to crank the exposure up so everybody could see myself and whoever comes up here as a guest. And I dug this lamp out, Nate. It's like now I kid you not. This is like a lamp you would find in your living room. It's got a busted shade on one. There's like two bulbs. There's a one up top, and then it kind of curls around. There's one at the bottom. The shade is busted. We had
All I could imagine was one of those legs from that one old Christmas show.
Yeah,
where the kid gets the BB gun.
Yeah, well, that light is actually kind of like the tree in Charlie Brown Christmas, literally. I kid you not. And we had to get some duct tape because this thing had a busted switch on it that wouldn't hold in place, and we had to duct tape it so the light would stay on. So that's my new digs over here for 2 days. Amazing. But it's fun. They've got a great spread of food downstairs. That doesn't hurt. They're treating us.
Food?
Yeah, just sandwiches and good stuff down there. It's all right. But yeah, so we're having a great time. Of course, Nolan Dalla on the mic right now down there for Poker Night in America. Great lineup down there. You got Matt Glantz, Jarrett Jaffe, Sean Deeb, Gavin Smith, Dewey Tomko, David Levy. It's just a packed house of talent that you're going to get to see on this episode, and lots of push-ups. They may have finally gotten over this, but they're playing some cards. Gavin Smith always causing trouble. That's got to be the summary of almost every episode of Poker Night in America. Gavin Smith causing trouble. I wonder who's going to do that for the ladies' night tomorrow. Somebody's going to cause trouble.
I don't think Kerstetter's going to do it.
Oh, Jamie can get in there. I don't know if she's going to be the. I don't know if she would really be the troublemaker per se.
Yeah, I don't see Jamie being a troublemaker. She may get involved in some trouble, but she's not really a troublemaker. But Nancy Birnbaum, her nickname is Trouble.
That's possible. I think is Nancy. I don't know if Nancy's. I think Nancy's on an alternate list. She might be getting on soon, but let me take a look at ladies. Oh, I know who the troublemaker is. That took me 2 seconds. That is Lauren Billings.
Oh, absolutely.
And
Titty Chips.
And we can't say Titty Chips on here. Her Twitter is @TittyChips.
But you can't say that on KLAV.
No, we can't say it on our KLAV show Wednesdays at 3 p.m. on KLAV 12:30 a.m. in Las Vegas and KLAV 1230am.com. Also replayed on Monday nights at 9, by the way, Pacific time. There, I just ran right through that. How about it? Yeah, that lineup right now, Danielle Moon Anderson, Natasha Barber, who, by the way, she is just ridiculously beautiful. Her husband is the luckiest guy ever. Lauren Billings, not too bad. Not too bad either. But great player. But yeah, she's got instigator written all over.
So does that make your wife the unluckiest woman ever? Or
no, just No, funny guy. Funny guy. Melissa Bird's going to be
my
on.
wife.
Yeah, there you go. Melissa Bird, Jessica Dowley, Jamie Kerstetter, Jacqueline Moscow, Vanessa Selpst on there, and I know Nancy's on our list. I think a couple other ladies are obviously there too, hoping they might get their crack on the show. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Lauren Billings being the instigator, and I bet Jamie gets in there too. Vanessa Selpst was not in a good mood. The last I saw her, she was not happy. She just had a rough day in the main event, and man, she was ticked. Just stuff not going her way, and she had a great hand though, where she called a guy down with king high.
Ooh.
actually re-raised the guy. I don't know what the hell he was thinking calling her. The board was let's see, it was Jack 10 4 Jack 10.
So he gifted her
And
without a hand.
She checked. He bet out on the river. She went over the top, and this was the great part of the hand to me. She went over the top here, right? And the guy calls, and he's got 4 or 5. So his 4s are counterfeited. So I don't understand what he was doing calling. Vanessa,
Did he not realize that it was counterfeit?
I don't know. It was a horrible call, but Vanessa went right over the top of him. King high. She had king queen. There were 2 king queen clubs. There were 2 clubs on the board. And
So
Vanessa,
when he called, he's lucky, or she's lucky. I mean, a lot of people would just muck their hands in that situation.
Yeah.
Like after they say call, they'll just muck it.
Yeah, it was a weird hand, but a lot of credit to Vanessa for making that play. I mean, that was pretty cool. I mean, it is amazing the talent that she has. I mean, sometimes she does get in trouble being as aggressive as she is.
Well, where do you sign up for special ed poker like that?
I don't know, but I'll tell you this. But
I want in.
The call was outstanding. So, hey, the Poker Night guys are up here, getting some angles on what's going on. Of course, I don't have my banner, but yeah, welcome to the Poker Den, guys. This is our new cozy lounge up here. Do you like my setup? It's beautiful. Yeah, of course, we're on air, and guys shooting some footage because, of course, we're going to be having a nice little commercial on Poker Night in America. We're excited about that, and so Nate, unfortunately, you won't be in it.
Yeah, that's okay.
But it's probably a good thing because there's a lot of ugly in there already. But then
I know, right?
With just me. But then God, you throw in somebody, throw in Nate Dallin, it's all over. If Joe was there, the cameras would be broken. This would be done. This would be done.
You're such a nice guy, Mark.
I know. Well, we're not the handsomest group of guys.
I'm not an ugly man.
Well, we're not ugly, but
do I sound like an ugly man?
Well, sound doesn't matter, does it?
I got a voice for radio.
Yeah, you got
a face for radio,
and a body for floating down a river.
Hey, I like floating down rivers.
Anyway, but yeah, that's it. Yeah, but of course, don't forget if you haven't listened to our show, we'd really appreciate it. Join us on KLEV 1230 AM in Las Vegas and KLEV1230am.com. Anywhere in the world. That's the great part about the interwebs, right? That's the great part. You can be anywhere in the world, and we've had over 100 countries listen to the show over the years. And we're getting close to broadcast number 600, by the way. Holy cow!
That fast.
I gotta double check that number where we were, because it was like 584 a week and a half ago. So we're closing in on 600. That's going to be exciting. So I don't know what we're going to do. I think you guys should just interview me.
Okay.
It'd be a fascinating show. I could tell all these great stories. That'd be a blast. We do have those chip counts in for the final 18 of the main event. So how about we take a second to run those down while we're waiting for the Poker Night in America boys to show up. Your leader is Andy or Angelko Andrejevic out of Miami, Florida, 2.269. Jeffrey Chang out of Bethesda, Maryland, second at 2.109. Faraz Jaka in third, 1.999. So just missed $2 million. Christopher Bullock in fourth, 1,552,000. Sean Winter out of Jacksonville, Florida, 1,476,000. Jebhar Patterson out of Lutz, Florida, 1,423,000. Barry Hutter still in there out of Hollywood, hometown boy, 1,290,000. Stephen McCoy out of Coral Springs, Florida, 949,000. Jacobo Fernandez out of the Bronx, baby. There you go, 926. Mohammed Jafar, who was one of the chip leaders yesterday, at 718,000. Peter Dragar out of Sarasota, 596,000. Michael Dentale, the Brooklyn New Yorker, 536 in the it's got to be 537. Excuse me. Anthony Zeno out of Boston, Massachusetts, of course, a former. I'm smiling to the camera too. Borgata, the Borgata Open champion, 523,000. Nathan Gerno out of Corona, California, 452. Fernando Diaz, 382. Robert Campbell out of North Miami, Florida, 331. Mr. Anonymous still in there. That's great news. I hope he makes the live stream.
Mr. Anonymous just doesn't want to give his name?
That would be hilarious. No, for some reason, I mean, when we cover him for the blogs, we're not allowed to put his name or a picture up. If he makes the final table, that would
blur him out.
That would be justice. I mean, literally, and well, let me get the last guy. Jared Lundeman, or Anonymous is at 253.4, and Jared Lundeman is at 203. So those are your remaining 18 players. So we might be seeing, Faraz Jaka, Barry Hutter on there.
And you can't do that at the World Series.
Oh, and you're not going to be able to do it here either.
Not going to be able to, but you can do it.
Look,
you can be anonymous for now.
For now.
But
he gets on the live stream. I mean, he's obviously very short-stacked at this point. But there's no way that if he gets on the live stream, he's on. And they're not going to put anonymous. I'm going to guarantee you that.
Well,
but I got to tell you, I mean, he and there's another guy here. I don't want to throw the names out. You can probably catch some hints in my blogs at one of them if you take a hard look. But this other guy, I mean, they were down at closing in on the bubble with about 8 tables left. He was short stacked. He doubled up and screamed a profanity and all of your chips will be mine and just running around the room like a maniac and just and he's been doing it the whole series. I mean, it's just unbelievable.
My kind of player. I like guys that make a little extra attention.
Well, there's a little extra attention and there's being an asshole.
There's a very, very fine line between the two.
The line crossed. I still couldn't believe he didn't get a penalty yesterday. I was stunned.
What was the penalty? What would the penalty have been for?
For conduct. So it should. I definitely could have seen a 1-round penalty, but they decided not to do it. So we'll see if he makes it through. I mean, a long way to go there, obviously, at 253, and the final table live stream bubble would be right now at 1.4 million. So that's a long way for him to catch up. But that would be interesting, because if you're trying to stay anonymous, but you make a live stream final table.
Yeah, that would be really hard to stay anonymous if you're on a live stream final table.
Yeah, that would be a little bit difficult.
I guess they could allow him to wear a paper bag over his head.
They could. That I think a lot of people would enjoy that.
I know I'd enjoy it.
Hey, there's a lighting bank coming up here. I wonder if this is temporary or. God, that'd be sweet if I got to keep this. Look at that! I got light. Oh man, I wonder if this is doing to my picture. I got to see this. Hey, there we go. Hey, the light of Jesus is on me now.
The light of Jesus.
Look at that. Look at that. I got to have to adjust some settings for the next show. Thank you, guys. It's probably for them, but still, But that's very.
No, they did it just for you, Mark.
If you're watching the broadcast on tonight, you can see the sun is shining, everything's bright. The players are down there playing, and the Lord is smiling on me. Otherwise known as the guys from Poker Night in America. They're very nice guys here too. The crew's been doing a fantastic job, very courteous. Fortunately, I haven't bugged the hell out of them, so that's always a plus. But yeah. I haven't had these many cameras on me since that porn I shot in college.
Things I didn't want to know.
Oh, no, I never did that.
I take it back.
Under my name, I never did that. But of course, once again, we're live here at the Seminole Hard Rock Rock and Roll. I'm trying not to laugh. I'm double cameraed right now.
Whose name did you give?
I haven't gotten double teamed like this since last year's Wrestler's Christmas party. But man, we're having fun at the Poker Night in America tapings. I'm Mark Hoke. We do appreciate you being with us, guys, and having a lot of fun here, enjoying ourselves and listening to Gavin Smith and everybody else going absolutely nuts down there At Poker Night in America. Should I give him a little like side wink? Should I do one of those jobs? Yeah, there we go.
Do it.
There we go. We got winks. Oh, I'm gonna wink for the camera. Way. Gonna look cool. Should I give him my? I'll give him my flex. You know, give him my point. Here, I'll give him the point. There you go. All sorts of cool stuff. I don't know what to do other than do my show. This is kind of. I mean, I got 3 cameras on me because we obviously got the one here for the show, but then we got the Poker Night guys doing their thing. This is great. I love it.
I have you paused on my screen right now, and you look more stoned than me.
Oh, come on. Come
You're
on.
a little red sheet down there, Mark.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Because they got a little one of the little portable lighting banks up there. So now I'm like I said, the light of God is shining down on me. Not much I can do. I told you, it's really dark up here. I wasn't kidding. I mean, there's literally I might as well put a candle up here when I first came up. I couldn't see a damn thing. Lost my splitter. It was bad, Nate. I mean, we'd have been tripping over each other. I had cords everywhere. Unfortunately, got a little help up here. But, man, this has been a blast. I'm looking forward to continuing work with Poker Night in America. We do appreciate their support of the show. And, we got to figure out when that first Poker Night in America Spotlight show is going to be. I'm thinking probably be looking when we get back from Oregon. It's like the 17th. We'll do our first Poker Night Spotlight.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah. It's too bad I couldn't put the banner up. That makes me sad. But, oh well, what are you going to do? But this is...
Have somebody go get it. You don't have anybody down there.
No, it's right next to me, but I don't have any place to put it. Putting it on the front of the table would be completely pointless right now, because no one's going to see it. I'm up top. There's nobody else here. I'm all alone except for the camera guys here. By the way, we showed the camera guys Jose, the soda bottle water guy. They got some great footage.
Soda bottle water.
I have now made sure that Jose has been exposed to the world. I
thought you said he was doing coffee and tea now, too.
Well, he does all that, but like I said, the base is soda bottle water. Soda bottle water.
Soda bottle water coffee tea?
Yeah, coffee, tea, cocktail, banana. Don't forget the banana. That's very important.
Banana.
I was very happy that they picked him up and had a little fun with him, because he is a fantastic fellow. Does a great job taking care of everybody down here, like everybody has. I mean, we've had an outstanding time here. 3 weeks here at the Seminole Hard Rock. You've got to be kidding me.
You've got to be just anxious to get home and hold the wife.
I'm not kidding. I agree. I'm ready to go home. I am ready to go home. It has been a long... it wasn't bad until Thanksgiving, and then all of a sudden it felt like summer vacation, When you're getting close to the end of the school year...
That's the World Series, man.
You're getting close.
You're kind of like on Thanksgiving break.
Yeah, but it was still... It's like you're counting down with 4 days to go, and just like you're doing nothing in class and you want to get it over with.
Yeah.
That was rough. Hey, I think we have some other updates coming in from SHRPO too. Let's pull those up for you. Let me see if anything else came in, because I know we did have the Indigate chip counts there. I want to back it up. Oop, wrong one. I'll find it. But Event 18 still rolling on, and we have Bradley Young. Bradley Young was leading the way at 219. Ryan Van Sanford at 108.9. Blake Barrouse at 96.8. James Calderaro at 74. And Aaron Massey was still in there at 71.5. Aaron, by the way, was nuts last night. He also has an interesting pair of socks.
Is he going to be on Poker Night in America, or is he just...
I don't believe so.
Training?
No, he was playing the main yesterday and then is playing this event today, so... There he goes. Okay, looks like I'm going back to the darkness, the pit of hell. I need to buy me one of them there things, though.
Oh, did they just take the light back away from
The
him?
light is back down. The light is back down.
Bastards.
They're like, okay, we got enough footage of the fat guy. Now get down here. Let's do some real work. Oh, that's going to be great. I can't wait for this ad, though. That's going to be awesome.
So the main event only went off for a few hours today, then?
Yeah. I told you, this isn't, we've done the trips to Canada, right? And seen how fast those tournaments go. But a lot of these tournaments down here in Florida, not quite that same speed, but pretty close to it.
It's set up for the seniors. I mean, Florida used to be the retirement spot.
There's a lot of young kids down here playing. And I got to say, there's a lot of talented players down here, too. I mean, we've seen, some great locals stepping up to the plate and getting the job done. And it has been, something to behold. I mean, there's There is a lot of great players coming out of this state, and you almost wonder someday if this state may end up being the poker capital of the world because, be given what's going on here and
or at least the poker capital of the states.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what. I mean, a lot of people like it here, and where would you rather live? Atlantic City or?
And if you're not in the industry and you want to get into the industry, there's lots of ways to do it down there.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, and by the way, speaking of that too, looks like the players are actually on break, so we get Nolan Dalla up here, and hopefully Rep will stop up too. But we want to thank the Seminole Hard Rock, Yafa Mizraki, and everybody. Dave Grubb, the series tournament director, taking great care of us down here. It has been an amazing time, and 1 day to go tomorrow, and then we will be heading out of here and up to Eugene.
Eugene.
Yeah. Oh, hey, by the way,
I got to rent a car because I got to go to Washington and smoke some really good legal marijuana.
That is on you, brother. By the way, Antonio Esfandiari just put a tweet out. Join me in celebrating my 36th birthday, Friday, December 13th, Marquee, Las Vegas.
We will be in Eugene.
So there you go. Unbelievable.
I'm going to have to fly home for Antonio's birthday.
We should we should get in touch with Antonio. See if he wants to do the show on Wednesday. He's probably going to be home.
Yeah, and he will be.
I should drop him a line.
I'll try. I'll do that.
Yeah, and
I'll shoot him a message. He knows me.
And by the way, we are still working on the with what's going on in the Bahamas. For those of you that don't remember, I won a seat in the Bahamas main event at the PCA. I think we're getting close to.
And when is that?
January 7th, 8th, and 9th, if I'm correct. So we're looking to see if maybe we'll have a little bit of a presence down there. It may be like inside the hotel room presence. Because of the visa thing. So this is what's messing everything up. Because Rebecca would have loved to said, I'd love to have you come down as a paid media member, but you're playing and we can only credential you one way. Either as a player or as media. You can't do both legally for some stupid reason. So
via your passport?
No, just in terms of why you're coming into the country. You either have to say you're a player or you're working.
You can't say poker?
Apparently not. But yeah, so we're working on something cool down there. But either way, no matter what, I'll see you bozos at the Bahamas after I take down the championship.
Oh, I got to go put in for my passport so I can go to the Bahamas with Mark.
Bahamas are good. All right, so Nolan Dahl's flying around down there. Rip Porter's down there too. I tell you what to do. Let me take a break, and I'm going to see if we can get Rep up here to say hi to everybody while these guys are taking a blow. How's that sound?
Sounds good to me.
Okay, so let's step back and take a break, and we'll be right back here on the Mark Hoke Show. We're live from the Seminole Hard Rock Rock and Roll Poker Open in Paradise Live at the Poker Night in America tapings. Yeah, say that 5 times fast, kids. Stick around, everybody. We will be right back.
PokerShop.com is your one-stop shop for all your poker and game room needs. PokerShop.com has you covered with an incredible variety of poker chips and supplies, top-quality playing cards, plus gaming tables and room accessories, just like you'd find in your favorite casino. And if you're looking to spruce up your man cave, we offer a wide selection of decor options, from lighting to mirrors and portable bars to bub stools, to make your game room the one all your friends and family will be talking about. So for everything you need to make your game night a great night, go to www.pokershop.com and receive 10% off your purchase with the code HOKE, H-O-K-E. You supply your friends. We supply everything else. Live it. Love it. Pokershop.com.
I'm Dutch Boyd, 2-time WSOP bracelet winner, and I want to share my story with you. 12 years as a pro has taught me a lot. For the last year, I've boiled it all down into a tell-all book, 90,000 words. In Poker Tilt, I take you on my journey through all the ups and downs that poker has to offer, all the manic highs and hellish lows of every bad beat and lucky draw. So go to www.pokertilt.com to read more, or just go buy the new book on Amazon or Kindle right now, pokertilt.com. I guarantee you'll enjoy the ride.
The Two-Pair Poker Tour takes over the High Mountain Poker Palace in Eugene, Oregon, December 4th through the 14th. The series features 8 live-streamed final tables where you could be playing for a championship for all your friends to see. This Two-Pair Poker Tour series will also feature appearances by ESPN's Lon McCarran, WSOP bracelet winner Tyler Patterson, Two-Pair Team Pros Sean Drake, Matt Bodorf, and Drew Casari, plus the Mark Hoke Show team, bringing you commentary and live event coverage throughout the series. And book your rooms now with a special poker player rate at the beautiful Holiday Inn Eugene Springfield by calling 541-284-0631 and use the group code HMP. So join us at Eugene, Oregon for the Two-Pair Poker Tour December 4th through the 14th. For all the series info, visit twopairpoker.net, the number 2pairpoker.net. Two-Pair Poker. We provide the ultimate player experience.
It's time for you to check out RogueWire.com. News, sports, entertainment, and the internet home of The Mark Hoke Show. Don't wait. Let the sparks fly from your computer at RogueWire.com. And of course, RogueWire.com is powered by BlueRail.net. For over 2 years, The Mark Hoke Show has trusted BlueRail.net as their exclusive host, and you can too. Visit BlueRail.net for top-level web hosting, website building and maintenance, one-on-one customer service, and much more. It's time to get on board with your winning combination. BlueRail.net and RogueWire.com. How far do you want to go?
There's nothing better than sitting down to play poker with good friends and cutting loose. And that's what you're going to find when you tune in to Poker Night in America. Poker Night in America is revolutionizing televised poker in a big way, with all the action you love and the hilarious fun you've been missing. Come take a seat at the table with all your favorite players, old and new, with Poker Night in America. Sunday nights, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific on CBS Sports Network. And don't forget to visit the show online at pokernight.com. So pull up a chair and join us Sundays on Poker Night in America.
Hi everyone, Mark here. If you're a poker player like me and looking for something different and exciting to play, you should give open-faced Chinese poker a shot. It has just the right mix of skill, luck, plus a huge dose of the fun factor we're all looking for. There's a reason open-faced Chinese poker has everyone from the recreational player to the top pros hooked on its thrills, action, and unique social interactions you won't find in Hold'em. An incredible game like this has got to be worth checking out. And it's easy to learn, especially by using the ABC Chinese Poker app. Download the ABC Chinese Poker app on iTunes today and find out what everyone's talking about. And if you have questions about the game, tweet at ABC Chinese Poker and they'll be glad to help you along. So join the open-faced Chinese poker community today with the ABC Chinese Poker app, and we'll see you at the tables.
Now, let's return to the Mark Hoke Show.
The Mark Hoke Show.
Here again, your host, Mark Hoke.
All right, and we cut that one a little short. I got to move Rep over here just a little bit. I'm hogging all the camera, Rep, and I do apologize. Get your mic there. Say hi to it. Rep Porter, join us. How you doing, big man? Yeah, it sounds a little light on that microphone. Can you get a little closer to it?
Yeah, is that better?
That's better. Thank you.
Sure.
All right. Well, we're in the den here. Welcome. How do you like my digs?
Oh, it's nice. You got a little view of everything going on down below. You know,
It's
a little
cozy.
bird's eye.
It's cozy. I could bring a date up here, I think.
Well, you could definitely bring a date up here. It's dark.
Mark, your wife is going to kill you for even mentioning stuff like that.
Oh, okay, Nate. Yeah, if you want to put the headphones on, I got a co-host on there too. Rep, let's first. I'll start off with how's the play going down there, because I mean, obviously you guys are playing for a lot of money. I mean, it's
They don't want to know about the play. We want to know about the push-ups.
We're getting there. Just hang on. But how's it going down there first?
Everyone's playing pretty tight today. I mean, the game was much more aggressive yesterday. Today there haven't been very many 3-bets. Most of the flops end right away. They're loose with their words and tight with their chips.
Is it David Levy's fault?
Is David Levy what?
Is it David Levy's fault that?
No, it's not David's fault. Gavin and Dewey, they're both really tight, and then well, David's tight too. But you know, I mean, you get 3 or 4 tight guys, and all of a sudden everyone else starts tightening up. Jared's playing pretty snug, so you got 4 or 5 guys probably who are not starting very many hands, and it's hard to have a lot of action.
Well, the action going down there is apparently the physical action. Tell us about what was happening down there with these push-ups. We got to hear this story.
Well, I don't know the gentleman on the rail, but he's good friends with Gavin, and they started talking about who could do more push-ups, and then apparently David Levy and him made a bet, but it wasn't really clear whether there was actually a bet. And then he ended up betting Alan and doing speed push-ups, the most push-ups in 30 seconds.
Oh, wow. Who won?
Alan won.
Oh, David Levy gets taken down?
No, David didn't bet Alan. The other gentleman bet Alan. His name's Greg, I think.
Okay.
But he did 48 in his 30 seconds, which was pretty impressive.
Wow.
And then Alan knocked out 57.
Good God.
So, but then David, to prove he wasn't messing around, went over and did about 50, and then he did 10 one-handed ones with each hand afterwards without stopping.
Wow.
That was pretty impressive.
He was a ringer then. He knew he had it and,
well,
and stepped back.
He said he had it, but he didn't really necessarily want to go over there and, make that bet for $200 and all the hassle. And he's like, whatever, I don't want to take the guy's money. So
What would your over-under have been?
On myself?
Yeah.
Oh, I said I could probably do between 15 and 18, and then nobody wanted to gamble.
Wow. You got no action on 15 to 18 push-ups?
No.
Unbelievable. Those cheap sons of guns down
it
there.
was pretty fair. I mean,
I thought so too. That's legit.
I occasionally do some push-ups,
Yeah.
so I have an idea what I can do. But
Very nice. Well, of course, your chance to be on Poker Night in America. Obviously, this is a great opportunity for you to be on, on nationwide poker television. You got to be excited about the chance to play on the show.
oh, it's pretty fun, yeah. And it's I've been talking to Nolan about it a little bit since the summer, and opportunity came up, and so I came out to do it.
Awesome.
It's hard to turn it down.
No doubt.
It's a good group of guys, a nice game. So it's good to get your name out there a little bit, let people know who you are.
I think that's the one thing with so few television shows going on in the United States that, players like yourself who have been really coming up and being more prominent in the past couple of years haven't had your chance to get your name out there very much when you really should have that opportunity. I mean, that's got to be a little frustrating, isn't it?
It's not too frustrating. I mean, I kind of like being able to go home and just hang out and everyone leaves me alone. And, with the poker climate today, right now, there's not a lot of real opportunity if you were willing to put yourself out there and do all the work. You're not really going to get a lot of sponsorships in America. And, I live in Washington, which has the toughest gambling laws. I can't promote gambling sites or any of that stuff. Otherwise, I become a felon.
Right.
According to the
Isn't that
Washington State law.
ridiculous? But you can light up a blunt whenever you want.
Oh, yes. I mean, poker is the only thing that we're not one of the more liberal states on. For some reason, we're the only place in the country where you promote online gambling or you gamble online, you're a felon.
That's unbelievable, isn't it?
pretty
It's so
strong.
hypocritical.
You can go buy all the lottery tickets you want. You can bet off-track racing or horse betting, off-track betting, and that's pari-mutuel, so that goes over the internet
So
or
hypocritical.
somewhere. And they have state-licensed casinos, and so they're not against the gambling, but somehow just pushing the button from the privacy of your own home, that makes you a felon.
Unbelievable.
Pretty strong.
And that also counts for play sites also, like WPT and like Hog Wild Poker.
Well, if you're not putting up any money, if you're not doing any betting on your own, like if there's just free prizes, you're not breaking the law.
That's good.
But you can't do any of the daily fantasy sports and stuff. They just block all the Washington IP addresses, and so it's a whole other realm you can't even get into.
It's just no fun up there sometimes.
Sometimes.
What's going on up there, man? I'll tell you, Washington and Seattle, it's just getting a little weird.
Oh, I like Seattle. I like where I live. It's a beautiful part of the country. I just, that particular law doesn't necessarily suit my professional aspirations, shall we say?
Yes, we shall say that. Well, we may be working on getting you down the two-pair event. We're going to try.
Well,
that'd be fun.
There's some chance I make it down there. I got to look at the schedule when I get back and see when it starts and how it would work out. So that would be interesting.
Love
if I
to
can
see
make
you
it
there.
over.
Love
Yeah.
to see you there.
It's in my neck of the woods. I like to try to support poker in the Northwest, and it'd be good if it grew and got bigger and stuff. So
Yeah, because those rooms in Oregon are, they're memberships rooms, if I remember right. But
yeah, I haven't ever been to any of the ones in Oregon, but they are set up a little bit different too. They have their own laws there that they have to, work around as well. But it's interesting.
all right. Well, I know you got to get back downstairs. Rep, thanks for stopping up. I do appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem, Mark.
Good
Maybe
luck.
Next time we'll get to chat longer.
Win some money, bro.
Oh, that would make me happy.
Just clean Gavin out. Send him off the table.
We'll start with just getting my money back. How about that?
There you go.
Good luck, Rep.
Thanks.
All right, there you go. Rep Porter, everybody, stopping up, saying hi. And by the way, now, Nate, you got to remind me, we have to...
Does he still have the horse?
I think that was the headphones, by the way. Rep is... like I said, it's intimate up here.
Very small.
It's very intimate. But, yeah, now I got informed that I got to go to the Golf Voice, by the way.
The golf voice.
I gotta go
You're
to the
being a
golf
little
voice.
loud up here, Mark.
Yeah, because actually their boom mic was picking me up,
Oh,
believe it or not.
So Mark is going to be featured on Poker Night in America.
Yeah.
Just listen for his voice.
Yeah. By the way, a lot of the players are starting to make their way over here now to watch the tapings. I just saw Faraz Jaka was downstairs.
They said not your voyeur voice, Mark.
Funny guy. Very funny. But Faraz Jaka's here hanging out. Of course, Faraz is in that final 18. Just saw Tristan Wade stopping by. So, now that things have kind of settled down over there, we're going to be, getting a lot of the foot traffic of the superstars coming into the room. Hopefully, we'll get Nolan Dahl up here to say hi.
One of the best guys to talk to in poker. If you want stories, go up to the Hooker Bar at about 9 o'clock during the World Series.
That Nolan and Vin and myself, a couple of guys, Mark Napolitano, I went out during the World Series, and I'll tell you what a great night that was. The boys kept me out.
Thanks for the invite. I didn't even get an invite.
Well, you weren't around. We were out till 5 in the morning.
Oh, jeez.
It's very interesting. Partying with Nolan Dahl is an experience unto itself.
Amen.
So, all right. So we're going to hang out for a little bit, see if we get Nolan on the show. But, pretty exciting stuff going on here at Seminole Hard Rock. The Poker Night America tapings. We got the main event down to 18 players. I'm up here in my cozy booth. I need some girls.
You're trying to get divorced while you're gone? What are you doing?
I need some girls up here, man.
Your favorite massage girl that was out here at the World Series lives right there in Florida. I thought you said she was out there.
No, she's in Tampa.
Aw.
She's in Tampa. It's very sad. But, yeah, so the players are just getting ready to get mic'd up and take their seats here to resume play. But like I said, that was the one thing I did notice. Not a lot of money changing hands down there. A lot of insanity.
And it's amazing because who isn't going to start taking advantage of that? Who isn't going to start 3-betting so that you can, build some pots and get a little aggressive and take down a monster pot instead of those little tiny little bastards?
Well,
my friend Dave Brown has this hat that says it's a hogger, and that's the size of the pot. It's just huge.
Well, the one thing you got to remember too, a game like this, during the I'm going to call it the silver age of poker because I think the golden age of poker is coming soon. But, dropping this kind of money, I mean, I know, I won't say what players we're talking, but, we're carrying about $20,000 to $60,000, maybe tops.
Well, it's a $20,000 maximum buy-in, $5,000 minimum buy-in.
Right. And, you don't want to...
And they got more than one bullet.
But these guys don't want to get busted out. I mean, $20,000 in the poker economy. You think about that. I mean, that's
2 main events.
Yeah, I mean that's a series. That
turn into millions of dollars in a tournament. In a cash game, it might turn into 40, 60 over 0.
Right, and you lose something you can't lose, and that's going to take you out of it. Take you out of a series that you may have wanted to go to or something.
A lot of these guys, just like in the one drop or even in tournament poker, there's a lot of staking. So there's a lot of guys getting and giving action. So it's not always all their own money.
Yeah, and it's going to be really interesting for the ladies too coming back. They'll have quite a bit of coin on the line too, and
for sure.
I mean, you think
it's just like day trading, Mark. You take chances, you put some here, you put some there, and you watch it. You're gonna lose a lot of the times, but when you do win, it's big. So at the same time, if you are a day trader and throw around a few $1,000s a day, it's just like sitting down in a cash game.
Right. So, everybody, like I said, we got some nits down there. As Rep said, we got nits, but
how are there nits when Gavin is in the game?
Gavin's a nit. You didn't know that?
I've seen Gavin play many different times. I was on the reel once, and he's sitting there. It was one of the shootouts at the World Series, so it's just a one table little tournament, and he's heads up. And he flops an ace and shoves, and the guy's got the flush, and he goes runner for a full house.
Wow.
And I just didn't see him as such a nit. I really didn't.
And
But at the same time, when he gets up, he hadn't ordered a drink yet. He had a cocktail waitress waiting for him. So he was really thinking about his game, and he actually said, he's like, you're never supposed to have a flush there. Never. You're supposed to be possibly drawing for one, but you're not actually supposed to have a flush there.
yeah. Hey, Noah Schwartz tweeting out, of course he is at Noah J. Schwartz, saying trying to loosen these players up at Poker Night TV, not worked yet. I know Noah's got a little money hanging around there. He's had a pretty good series here at Seminole Hard Rock. Just kind of looking around to see what else is going on here too. Yeah, that's about it. So I'm holding out for Nolan, and if Nolan gets up here, we'll keep it rolling, and if not, we're going to step aside for the day. But once again, we're going to be back in here tomorrow. We're going to go on the air at 1 o'clock, so we'll be on before Poker Night's taping start. So that way we can don't have to do the golf voice, and then we'll be on around 6, so that'll be one of their break times. So that should work out pretty well.
Can you quiet it down? We're trying to have a poker game in here.
I know. Well, see, and it's interesting, too, because that boom mic, boy, I can't even, how far is that thing away from me? I'm not as far away as I could be, but I'm a good distance from that damn thing. I mean, that thing is way down there.
But they want to be able to pick up all the funny annex.
Right. So I don't blame them. I'll be good.
They're lucky I'm not there. I don't have a quiet voice.
Yeah, well, see, you got to learn
when I try to get quiet, I get louder.
You got to learn to do the golf voice. It's very important when you're doing broadcasting.
I only golf clap.
No, golf voice. Just
I can golf clap. I can't golf voice.
Just lower it down. Just like this. That's all you have to do. Just lower it down.
My voice doesn't get any lower.
You think of daisies in a meadow, little kittens bouncing around. Tiger Woods on the 18th green. His girlfriend hitting him with a golf club. Oh wait, now I got it. Back down. Chocolate bars.
Had some s'mores the other night.
Kate Upton in a swimsuit.
Oh.
God, don't ever do that again on the air, Nate.
Sorry, you're the one that said.
God.
You're the one that said Kate Upton.
I did. I will take blame for that. Yep, but
that'll quiet my voice down right there. Oh.
So the players are once again. We're starting to get back to the seats, getting ready to roll here. That's a lot of fun, of course. By the way, David Tuckman, lazy bum, is sitting at home doing the commentary from his house.
Lazy bum?
Yeah.
How about a fantastic mind?
You know what?
He was able to get people to pay him to do that. That's awesome.
Yeah, screw Tuckman. No, I love David. David's awesome.
I was gonna say you got time in the booth this summer.
I did, and time in there with at the last 2 Pair Poker Tour event too.
Yeah.
So, I guess Ebony Kenny is going to be on the TV. Poker Night TV too. She's apparently on that list, so that's cool. So get Ebony Kinney in there.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, so like I said, we're just kind of hanging out to see if Nolan Dallas shows up. I know we cut our commercial break short so we get Rep Porter on the show because we haven't had a chance to talk to Rep yet. So we're getting some newbies on the show.
That's good.
Some great shows from here, and some ones that we'll probably just light on fire, but they can't all be winners.
Yes, they can.
Yeah, you're going live. That's all right. Jamie Goldels is a visit on KLAV, so he's gonna be calling it in a couple weeks. It kind of figures.
We're not going to be there.
Well, yeah, it figures because they're going to be down there for the 5 Diamond, and we're going to be out of town for a little bit.
For just a little bit.
Yeah, just a little.
And then you're just a jet set kind of guy now.
This is getting crazy, dude. It's out of control.
You moved to Vegas and now you're never here.
I know. Somebody actually said that to me. He's like, "Why the hell did you move to Vegas? You're going all over the place." Like, didn't really know how it was going to work out that way, but got to get a trip to the Borgata though. That's killing me. I got to get a hold of Ray and get in. We got to get over to Borgata.
It sounds good to me. I want to go play party poker.
There you go. But yeah, we're yep. So we're just kind of hanging out right now, live at the Seminole Hard Rock Rock and Roll Poker Open. We are in Paradise live right now, hanging out here for the Poker Night in America TV tapings. Of course, Ladies' Night tomorrow.
That's going to be a good time.
Yeah.
Why don't you have the ladies up there right now talking shit about what they're going to be doing tomorrow? Smacking those other ladies around.
Maybe they're out. It's funny. I know. I can't remember who it was, but Jamie Kerstetter said she was trying to decide what to wear. They might be out shopping. A couple might be out shopping. I don't know.
Well, it's other ladies at the table.
It's going to be fun.
So it's not an event where I expect them to be like dressed all like they're trying to get hooked up. But I don't expect any of them to look slobbish.
Well, you want to look good. I mean, honestly, if I really had time and I was gonna be on Poker Night in America, I think I'd want to grab a suit. I think I want to look really good. I think
I'm gonna throw on a big ass poker sweatshirt and have a seat.
I doubt that.
Maybe a beanie.
I don't think you're gonna get a big ass shirt on there.
Yeah.
Not on CBS Sports Network. You're not.
Yes, I am.
I doubt it.
It's a donkey.
Yeah, but if it says the
it's
word,
a donkey.
But
it says big, but it's money signs, so it can be on there.
Good luck.
All right.
Good luck on that. I'll get a ruling for you.
All right. Give me a ruling.
Nate Dowland.
I'll ask Todd myself. I know Todd. Todd knows me.
Nate Dowland. Unbelievable. What a goofball. Well, it's like I said, I'm trying to see if Nolan's going to be back on the mic here or not, and if not, that's going to...
Big cock poker got on. Why wouldn't big ass poker get on?
Well, it's a rooster.
See? Now he gets it.
But I'm just saying. I'll do it. I'm just saying.
There's no way they can allow big cock poker on and not big ass poker. All right?
Okay.
All right. Because it's a donkey.
Oh,
it's
my God. All right. We'll see how that goes.
Things you've been called, Mark.
No one's ever said I have a big ass.
No, I'm just saying they've called you an ass before, I'm sure.
Oh, hey, you know what? I read a quote that said, if you have enemies, that's good.
Yeah, that means people are talking about you.
That means you're taking a stand at some point in your life. So, all right. So yeah, it looks like Nolan's micing back up here. So he's going to be tied up. But yeah, so I think we're going to probably wrap it up here.
No.
Yeah, but
fine then. I'm going to go play Grand Theft Auto 5.
well,
Xbox One.
So we will be back tomorrow. We got 2 shows for you at 1 and 6 p.m. where we'll be covering the Ladies' Night taping here at Poker Night in America. So that should be a blast, and we'll have all these great poker luminaries flying around. We're coming in early so we can get everybody as they're walking in the door, and then we'll be right around the dinner break. So that's going to be fantastic. Should be a couple of good shows for you. So, Nate, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
All right, and we're going to wrap it up. We'll see you guys tomorrow here on the Mark Hoke Show. 2 shows, and then Wednesday, don't forget, KLAV 12:30 a.m., KLAV1230am.com, 3 p.m. Pacific time. We switch back to Pacific time. Thank God. And
I haven't switched from it.
Well, you haven't, but I have.
Well, I think that's going to be like my rule. If it's like outside of the Pacific time zone, count me out. Yeah, I like the Pacific time zone. I really do.
Oh, brother, get over it. I
get to sleep through the Ohio State games. I'm fine with that.
There's a whole big world out here. Anyway, so we're going to wrap it up, guys. We will see you tomorrow, 1 o'clock Eastern time.
Read up on the head injuries in football. I want to go over that tomorrow because there has been a lawsuit filed against high school football. There's an organization that wants to end it because of the concussions and how much damage it does, and they are now using the Ohio State player who recently just offed himself right before the rivalry game.
Yeah, well, good luck on that.
So
there's a lot of precautions taken on that. Trust me, I know. Been there.
Yeah.
It's one of the high schools that first implemented those concussion standards. So
but the thing is they can prevent it by stopping the sport
in
high schools.
Yeah,
So
that won't happen. No offense, but that's not happening. But we'll talk about it.
I've heard of worse happening. So
All right. Well, we're going to get it rolling, guys. We will see you tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern Time here on the Mark Hoke Show. Thanks for being with us, everybody. We'll catch you later.